Alrighty, we are back. Guess who's back?
We're back at it again. 1-800-223-9797 hot 97. If you know the number, put it in the chat, and if you don't, it's just unlucky.
Back at it again with the Vans. How you darn? How you darn? How you darn? There's a poll in the chat. You know, drop a like for that poll. No, but for real, if you are just joining us, drop a like, show some love, help us grow this channel together. Appreciate everyone hanging out. It is now closing in on 9 p.m. there in the US of A, Eastern Standard Time. I need to. This is the rookie draft that we just did. I need to now make a startup draft.
Send them my way,
the alpha league. Like I said, we're drafting in, well, it's not showing us. Oh, the alpha, sorry. The Char League, we're drafting in 4 days. Delta will also be next week, this time, 6 days and 23 hours away.
You have it the opposite way. That's weird. Like, I have the most recent, which is Foxtrot on the top, and you have it on the bottom.
Oh, no, I just like to keep it in order of, like, first started to the most recent.
Right, I have that, like,
I feel like that just makes sense to me.
Yeah, I have it from the bottom, which makes sense to me.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for the heads up there.
That's okay, man.
All right, I'm just making. This is also the format for our follower league, so in case anyone's curious, so we do 11 bench spots. All right, and let me go ahead and refresh this bad boy. But I'll send you an invite.
Yeah, send me that link right now.
You are going to invite everyone else in the Discord.
Send me that link right now, cause I give some people some time. If you guys do not know, we're doing a Dynasty startup right here, right now. I'm going to be sending the link here soon. Just exporting something.
Rappin' Dog, are you Edward, by the way? Are you Edward over there on Patreon? Let us know if you are. What's up, Chimichanga? Hunter, what's up? What's up, Jazz? How much do you miss Weddle? I do miss Weddle. I'm annoyed that it doesn't work, but what can I do?
That's not what. So what was Weddle?
It's basically this game where you have to guess a player. We'll try it again today. We'll see if it's gonna work. I doubt it will, but it's.
My camera's tripping.
It's pretty fun.
Okay, I had fixed it. All right, let me join this really fast. Sorry. And then, are you in? Make sure you join.
Oh yeah, damn. Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
Awesome. Hey, Edward, we sent you a message over there with some steps. Discord's really important so we can communicate well. Then obviously the deposit, and then you'll be good to go. And then we only have 5 more spots left in that golf league. So if anyone does want to join a follower league, again, I'll paste a link here in the chat. We do have 5 spots left in our most recent startup. Sorry, you were gonna say something, I think.
I was gonna say maybe we should post this in. Well, people are joining. People know. Never mind. All right, I'm putting this. I'm sending this link out to our mock draft right here, right now. The Dynasty tab here on Patreon.
What?
Make sure.
What the hell are you even saying right now?
I don't know. I'm trying to do like 3 things at the same time. I'm sending the link out here. 3, 2, 1.
On Discord.
On Discord. Here we go. I said on Patreon, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
My boy's on one.
All
right.
Today.
Shout out to everybody who joined. We are doing a Dynasty SuperFlex startup draft. It is not tied in premium. There are 60 seconds on the clock. We will go ahead and start this bad boy off. We'll change it to 30 seconds around round 7. Josh Allen off the board. Yep.
Chimichanga said, "What's the buy-in?"
So the way our leagues work is essentially you're paying for a membership, okay? And that membership goes towards supporting our YouTube channel, goes towards supporting us as creators.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor.
So a part of your membership, you get to play in the league. You get our rankings, rookie redraft, and dynasty rankings. You also get access to a weekly live stream for Patreon members only. You get access to our fantasy hotline where you can ask us one-on-one questions. So all of that is included in your membership. Now that money goes towards supporting our channel. However, whoever wins each of the leagues, one person, whoever wins the leagues, they get all their donations back. So I hope that makes sense. Let us know if you have any questions on it. But great way to support the show, support our content, while also getting a bunch of exclusives as well in return.
That's right. Jonathan Taylor, a sneak peek here at the 1-4. Then Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson. Looks like True is doing something a little bit different here at the 1-4. Usually see the run of quarterbacks.
Yep. How do you feel about that? Because you had a very, very specific opinion on that to start the offseason.
In the offseason, yeah. In the beginning, I thought maybe it might be worth getting Jonathan Taylor, but earlier, and then flipping. You know, like you can flip Jonathan Taylor. Maybe you still can do that because you can trade Jonathan Taylor and then get a couple first-round picks and see what happens. But I think it's just worth maybe just getting the quarterbacks here first now.
Okay.
Everything's really switching up here. Justin Jefferson at the 1-7, and now you're on the clock here.
How is Joe Burrow here? I feel like this isn't going to be accurate for when I actually drafted the 8 spot, but I'm not going to pass up on Joe Burrow, who I probably am going to take at the 1.4 in the one draft where I have that spot. So, yeah, no question for me. I'm taking. How does Chase go after Jefferson? Wow, I can't believe Lamar is available at the 1.9. Crazy.
Well, Jones scaring. Okay.
So there goes
Lamar
Chase
Jackson.
and Lamar Jackson off the board. I cannot imagine getting Lamar Jackson at the 110. That is crazy good value.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my plan here.
Whoever is Team 12, I love you. Boom, roasted with the Michael Scott. I actually need to, I need to update my icon to something better. Michael Scott, that's an all-time clutch icon right there. Well done.
Jameson Williams and then Trey Lance.
Is that Jameson Williams? He played running back for the Broncos.
Javonte Williams. Sorry. I'm just off right now. I'm trying to.
Yeah, what did you? A lot of people had questions previously. You know, what do we think about the reports of, the Trey Lance reports? And I just think at this point, I'm not really putting much stock into it so early into the offseason. And also, the person who reported that has like 1,000 followers on Instagram. Not saying they're not reliable, but it's not as if Adam Schefter reported this or Ian Rappaport or someone. So I think it's not even camp yet for him. So I'm not too worried about that just yet. You went Najee there?
Yeah, I was going to do quarterback, but let's see what this looks like because
okay.
I think I can get a quarterback on the comeback here at the 3-1. Yeah, with the Trey Lance news, it's very interesting. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's going to be something later on.
Yeah.
But it's not that I'm not a big believer in Trey Lance. I am very skeptical of him. He's, if I'm not mistaken, my QB 12 right now currently, and I know a lot of people have him in their top 10, their top 8. So I believe in the talent. I'm scared. I feel I'm more scared taking Trey Lance over. I'm more comfortable taking Justin Fields over Trey Lance right now. And I know a lot of people don't like that.
That is a pretty audacious statement right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree, but that's okay. Trey Lance is my quarterback 8. I mean, you could say that they're even on talent, but the weapons and the offense that they're in is just miles
for sure.
apart.
And I think
apart.
I think that is the difference. but I believe in Justin Fields as a talent.
Yeah,
I believe in the talent more, and I think he can make people around him fantasy relevant. Where Trey Lance, he's going to prove in people, which is fine. Like that's great. That's a plus for him. I'm not knocking that from him. I just still believe in Justin Fields as a talent.
Yeah, I cannot take him in the same, you know, like I'm comfortable taking Lance at that 2-1 turn, but there's no way I could take Fields there for me. There goes CD, Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford, Kyle Pitts at the 2-6, then DeAndre Swift. I feel like if I can start my league with Joe Burrow and Matthew Stafford, I'm feeling pretty damn good about it. I don't think that's realistic, though. I don't think if you're at the 8 spot, you should expect Joe Burrow to fall to you there. You know?
Yeah. The poll is a troll, Drew.
No, it's not. The poll is real. Smooth Criminal says, trade the 104 for Davis Mills. I would keep the 104. So if you're saying you get the 104, absolutely. Davis Mills is not anywhere near worth the 104, in my opinion. Trippy Jet said, made it. Love it. You do not get scandalous selfies. Chimichanga says, okay, that's kind of cool. Interesting idea. Yes, sir. Just trying to think of ways where we can, you know, provide a community for people to be a part of, you know, real legit leagues that are active. Nothing worse than being in an inactive league.
Yeah.
But also find ways for you guys to support us. Hunter says, I don't know how y'all choosing Chase over Bateman. I love it.
Unbelievable. That's just bands.
I bet you people are like joining and just leaving because they see the poll.
Probably.
Fields at the 2-8. Yeah, I don't hate it. I know a lot of people are going to say it's too early, but I personally do not hate it.
Nah, I like Fields there.
AJ
Fields
Brown.
Fields right now is my what's Fields for you? He's my QB 10. It's not like I have him. Yeah,
he's my QB 12. He's my QB 12.
Yeah.
So
I have Justin Fields QB 10 and then Trey Lance my QB 12. So I think like they're still really close.
Yeah. I got Lance as my 8, Dak as my 9, Wilson as my 10, Stafford as my 11, and Justin Fields as my 12. But they're all in the same tier. I just think Trey Lance and Dak and Russ are all so close for me. So maybe I should create a new tier. But Stafford and Fields kind of are maybe in their own tier there.
Yeah, I have Dak, Russ, Fields, Stafford, Lance.
Yeah,
in the same tier. So I think that feels comfortable for me. It's like you have 3 vets and then 2 of these young guys that, you know, in that tier that I'm okay with. So that's how I'm seeing it, at least.
Jasmine said she was in a startup where someone took Renfro over Dotson, and that's insane. Hunter Renfro should not be going over Jahan Dotson. Kyle says, traded Mike Evans in a 23 first for AJ Brown in a 2023 third. Made the deal before the trade, but what do you think? I would definitely be more comfortable with it before the trade, but
yeah,
even now, like even before the trade, I would say it's a slight overpay potentially for AJ. Just because, like, I feel like Mike is just this consistent guy that just keeps getting underrated. So to get Mike Evans and a 2023 first, like, that's something that could maybe convince me to move off of AJ. So in the 3rd round pick, I feel like that's probably a more even trade if on your side it was like a 2nd round pick. You know what I mean? That probably feels more even.
Right.
But I don't think we got enough return on the AJ side personally. I'm sorry, like, we just want to be as honest as possible, you know. So Cooper Kupp, then CMC. Wow, CMC ahead of someone else. Interesting. T. Higgins, then Jalen Hurts, Debo, and Waddle. But Kyle, hope you can see where we're coming from there. Doesn't mean that, you know, we're right, just our opinion. There goes Mark Andrews. Jasmine says not only him over Dotson, pushed for him over Dotson. Oh, like said, Renfro should be ranked ahead of Dotson. Yeah, that's rough. To be honest, that sounds more like a redraft player than a dynasty player. Some people are new to dynasty, You know, there was someone who commented on our, I can't remember what it was about, but it was a couple weeks ago, and they commented on one of our streams, and then I said, you know, I think this is probably good from a redraft perspective, but not a dynasty, and then find out later that he was a redraft player. So I don't know. Maybe that might help explain it. Breece Hall at the 3.6, I feel like is incredible value.
Absolutely.
For me, he's in contention. Like, the more I think about it, the more I feel like Breece is in the same category as like DeAndre Swift, but I think it's controversial to say that, but I think it's true.
No, I definitely have. Maybe. All I know is I have Breece as my RB5. He is technically the RB. Was it 2, 4, 6, 7? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 7th running back off the board, which is very interesting. So,
yeah. Drisa says, I've been informed J-Mo will be wearing number 89. Is that true?
I saw a jersey swap of that, and I was like, nah, that looks wrong. Because
that's not true, right?
I was gonna use that image as a jersey swap. I was like, nah, surely he'll be number 1. And
yeah, it just
I was
feels
like,
weird to me. I can't not take DK here at the 3.8, so this is an easy pick for me. Is he really gonna be 89?
I've seen.
I need to find out if that's true, because that's not a number that's nice. I mean, it's like Santana Moss was 89. Okay, one day ago it says he revealed his number. Why wouldn't he be number 1? Why wouldn't he keep that? Okay, apparently he is actually going to be number 89. But apparently Jeff Okuda said that he would be switching to number 1 for the 2022 season, so that's why he can't have it. But to be honest, Jeff Okuda has been a bust so far, if we're being 100% honest, so he should not get priority.
No.
Who would rather have Bateman over Chase? Give me Bateman. No, I'm kidding. It's just a joke.
It's not a joke. Okay, quarterback here. All right. So, who is available?
Yeah, what are we thinking here?
I'm actually going to go with my...
Packers legend, James Johnson. What's the thought process?
I'm going to go with my wide receiver 8, and that's Chris Godwin.
Okay.
I really like him, and then I'm going to see who the quarterbacks, if boom, roasted is going to take a quarterback, because I think that just makes my decision a lot easier.
Yep.
Because all the guys that I have right now are all in the same tier, and I'm okay to take whichever one he doesn't take. It goes Garrett Wilson.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. If you are watching tonight, it's over 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're watching, you probably like Dynasty content. You've come to the right channel. Show us some love and drop a like.
You like that? You like that?
Let's see if we can hit 30 likes together, and also subscribe if you like the content.
I took Zach Wilson. I was kind of hoping he was taking somebody else, to be honest. So I guess that makes me feel like I should have Zach Wilson higher. The next available guy on my rankings is Tua Tags.
I do have Zach Wilson higher than Tua, actually. By the way.
I have, and that's why I was like, I want to see, because at the moment they're all in the same tier, and I was like, well, now
they're in the same tier for me, but I do have Zach Wilson ahead of Tua.
Yeah, now feeling it, because I was actually hoping to take Zach Wilson, because I was like, oh, you know what, I'm pretty sure he'll take Rodgers or Tua, and then I was like, I'll go with him. But I'll take Tua here. I love Zach Wilson and what he's going to be doing over there as well.
Yeah, Tua's not a bad pick. You know, someone had a conversation the other day where they asked us if the 103 or Tua is worth it. And you and I both said no, Tua is not worth the 103. And here we are, and he is technically the 103. Breece is the 101 at 3.6. Garrett Wilson would be the 102 at the 3.12. So the reason I think it's an interesting conversation is because maybe it's fair to say that team construction and building a team in a startup doesn't always equal startup trade value, rookie trade value. Because the reality is if Badaki doesn't go Tua here, maybe Kirk Cousins is available at the 5.11. So
yeah, exactly.
It's hard because I don't think rookie drafts and startup drafts, I don't think the trade value completely evens out. Like, I am not giving up the 103 for Tua, but here he goes as a 103. So it's an interesting conversation, is all I'm saying. But I don't think Tua is the wrong answer. You know, like I just think it's such an interesting conversation.
It is an interesting conversation. Looking on the board, you're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other teams that either needs their first quarterback or their second quarterback. And there's a guy I hope was gonna come to me, which I almost took the chance. I was like, there's no way he will fall to me. So he's got to wait another 24 picks. 20 picks around that.
All right, I'm kind of in the middle here where I feel like there's still going to be good wide receivers on the board on the way back. And I think like middle of the 4th round feels like where we see a lot of RBs. I could be wrong. But it's between Etienne and Dobbins for me at this point. Kenneth Walker, yeah, in the conversation, but he's not a pass catcher. I feel pretty confident in Travis Etienne. But Etienne and Dobbins are pretty much in that same tier for me. So I'm going to go Travis Etienne here at the 4-5. Might be a little too early. That's okay. I don't think I'm going to like the running backs that return to me at the 5-8, but I will like the RBs or the wide receivers.
Yeah. I hear you, dog. I hear you. Tyreek is there as well. I'm interested to see who is going to fall to me.
Gator says, got the spot I will have so far in a league. How should I play this? Let's see. Let's see, because when we're drafting, we're not going to be able to give you advice while we're drafting. You know. Let's see how you do. Let's see the strategy you go with.
One thing I can tell you right now, I probably would have taken Joe Burrow or Kyler Murray, but I know maybe Zach wouldn't say that.
I think they're in a similar tier.
Yeah.
Let me. I actually do have Burrow. I do have Burrow over Murray at this point.
Yeah, I definitely have Burrow over Murray, but it's definitely preference of who you like. But
I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy to take Kyler.
That's what I would have done. Justin Fields at the 2-8 is fantastic. Austin Eckler there. I have Brees over Eckler, so I definitely would have taken Brees. I guess if I'm nitpicking every single pick, it goes Deontay Johnson.
Teresa says, I own the 103 and 104 this year. Probably going to go Burks and JMO. I like it. I can respect it. Chimichanga says, if you are a rebuilding team, what would you trade Matthew Stafford for? I'm asking for a 23 first plus a second, but no buyers. Then you don't sell him. You know, Stafford's 34 years old, so he's not really like he could easily play for the next 4 or 5 years. So yeah, the only way that you sell him is if you do get what you're asking for there. Shout out to the 40 people watching the stream. Try and help us get to 30 likes. I would appreciate that if you can show your boys some love.
Appreciate y'all, each and every one of you. It's all love. I actually can't wait for our drafts next week.
I know.
I'm excited I'm excited to have some players and be able to actually trade people instead of picks.
Yeah.
As much as that, the picks are fun, but
there goes DJ off the board.
DJ Mormon. Looks like Team 4 is going to go late quarterback strategy here. We saw somebody
I'm really curious to see what quarterback some of these teams are going to end up with.
We saw somebody do that yesterday, and I think they got Tom Brady, and then I think, if I'm not mistaken, Davis Mills, something like that. Which it wasn't terrible.
Okay, King. Okay, King. Thanks for the sub, brother. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining us, my guy.
Drew Walker, right? Okay. Gator fan, it says it's tough when you're in the same spot you'll be drafting from because you want to practice strategy but not give away too much. Yeah. Well, it's good because we don't know if this is your real strategy or not. Like, if you don't say anything, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know anything.
We have no idea.
We have no idea. Where we have a little bit of a disadvantage because you see our rankings, you know, who we like, and you know it's a lot easier when you hear us talk where we have to read from you guys texting and basically putting it in the chat.
Yeah.
Clint says, I'm coming around to David Bell. Absolutely. I love David Bell now. I love his landing spot. Hunter, I hate Tyreek Hill, but his ADP was a 24th, and I'm getting him in the middle of the 4th round was too good.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Tyreek Hill at 4.7 is great value. There goes Rodgers and Jones. Clint says I'm coming around on David Bell. Yes, sir. Pretty good landing spot. Pretty good landing spot.
I just said that.
Oh, well, I can't discuss it.
No, just saying. It sounded like you didn't hear me say it at all, and then you were talking about it.
I'm like,
Sorry.
all right, damn, son. I won't talk about David Bell.
No, you can talk about David Bell. I'm just saying. I said it.
I
said it already. Nah, jokes.
Aaron Rodgers at the 5.3, Mac Jones at the 5.4. So we'll see. Mac Jones is the QB1 here.
Yeah, first quarterback for that guy, and then team 3 gets Aaron Rodgers. JJ still doesn't have his second quarterback there. Josh Jacobs goes at the 5.5. I think that's good there for you, Tebow. I like Josh Jacobs there. Here we go. I think Zach is crossing his fingers here to get this other guy, I think. I think I know.
Say nothing.
I think I know who you would want.
I think I might go Dobbins here. I can't believe he's still on the board.
Yeah.
It's
Hold on,
between
my brother's calling
Dobbins
me.
and Olave. Who has RBs here? No RB, 1 RB, 1 RB, 1 RB. I'm going to go Dobbins. I don't typically go running backs this early, but I just liked the value where I got them. King Whips, he says, I don't think there's any world where I take Moore over a lot of the players left on the board. So Moore being DJ Moore or Elijah Moore? Which Moore are you referring to there? There goes Nick. Got a big old chubby off the board.
All right, Nick
Jasmine
Chubb.
says, I have Etienne and Dobbins. I can't wait for this year. Yeah, man, I love that combo. Oh, Elijah Moore. We're pretty big Elijah Moore believers on the channel. But I think you can make a case for a couple wide receivers in the same tier for sure. There's definitely, some other players on the board that I would consider over him. But I don't hate it. You got to keep in mind if JJ's a real Elijah Moore lover, he's probably aware that there's no way Elijah's going to come back to him at 6'11". He's got to wait over 20 picks. But I can definitely see where you're coming from.
I'm going to take my wide receiver here. Once again, I'd rather take Jerry here, and then I'll see what Boone Roast does. Because I do believe he might take a running back.
There goes
Devonta
Devonta.
Smith. Okay. And then Amon Ra.
I know
Amon
you're
Ra.
gonna go here.
Well, I actually might not.
Oh, okay.
Because I technically have another guy higher than him. But at the same time, do I want to do that? I might not even go running back. I might take a shot.
Gator says, what do you think of Jacobs versus Dobbins and Chubbs? I have Dobbins ahead of Jacobs and then Chubbs. So I would go Dobbins, Jacobs, Chubbs in my rankings. Clint says going from Mahomes to Tua is like from Aaron Rodgers to Zach Wilson for Tyreek Hill. That's very true. King says, I think if Elijah's my top wide receiver on the board, and if I'm JJ, I'd probably draft a different position. Well, not everyone's going to be able to do that, though. If this is his draft, if this is where he gets his draft spot, if that's what he's given in his startup, if he can't get good value to trade back from the 5-2, then
I'll go Cam.
Then he might have to go Elijah. So it just depends. It's very situational, I think. Okay, so
Actually,
you went Cam.
I did go the guy that you were probably thinking. I was gonna go someone else because I've never seen him available at that time, like around this time. But I think realistically he wouldn't be available. So
Okay.
I don't want to say the name, but once he goes off the board,
All right,
goes off the board,
Jameson
I'll
off the
let
board. I was hoping between Jameson and Chris Olave, but I'm more than happy to take Chris Olave here at the 6'5". So I feel pretty good about that. Marvin says, "Hey guys, my draft is tomorrow. I know I've asked a bunch of questions, but is there a team in my league who has Kyler? There is a team in my league who has Kyler as their quarterback 1, and they have absolutely 0 backup quarterbacks. It's a SuperFlex 10-man league, and the only guy who has 2 first-round picks this year and nothing else for the next 2 years. If Kenny Pickett is taken at the 102, the other league manager has a 103. Do you think that Kirk Cousins would be valued at the 103 with 0 backup? Probably not.
I don't think so.
I think a 10-man league actually makes quarterbacks a little bit less valuable. Because there's less quarterback competition technically. So probably not. I don't think the 103 would be worth Kirk Cousins. I think the 103 is worth more than Kirk at this point.
Yeah, and I mean, I doubt he's probably maybe he's thinking this, but if Pickett's not falling to me, I'm just gonna continue to ride out and not have that other quarterback, and I may be in a disadvantage.
But at least you didn't overpay.
Yeah, at least I didn't overpay, and I think that if he might be thinking that, and if not, he might be thinking, shit, I need a quarterback. Let me go get Kirk Cousins.
It's worth reaching out. Yeah, it's worth sending the trade. It can't hurt to send a trade.
100%. So.
King says, right, I'm just saying take best player available. He already has 2 wide receivers. I get it. I mean, to be fair, King, I'm a pretty big advocate of going pretty heavy wide receivers early on. So I don't hate it, but I can definitely respect the take there. And he says, what do you guys think about Hollywood now? I loved it. For Hollywood's sake, I absolutely love the trade. The connection they had in college was special. Now D-Hop is going to miss some time. I mean, we could be talking about Hollywood Brown as a top 10 wide receiver in the first 6 weeks. And anyone who says that is crazy to say, he was already a top 5 receiver in the first 7 weeks last year with Lamar Jackson. So I love the spot. It's better that, D-Hop is going to miss some time, but I think you can absolutely book an 1,000-yard season for Hollywood Brown. So, yeah, I loved the trade for him. I love the move. Love the connection that he has with Kyler. There goes Monty and Dalvin.
For me, I guess on the Hollywood Brown take, I like it. I'm skeptical. I think like at the 6'3", I think I would rather take the opportunity to get a Jameis, a Chris Olave, any other of these other wide receivers.
Is this going to be how you call Jameson Williams Jameis now? Is this just going to be a thing?
J-Mo Williams. Sorry, that annoys you.
You say the wrong name. I'm going to tell you say the wrong name.
I'm more hesitant on it because I don't know if it's going to be a 1-year deal. Does he resign? There's a lot of questions, and I'd rather get the youthful guys like Olave, a Jameson Williams. Even I see Sky Moore, Christian Watson available down there potentially. So I think it has to be the right value for me. A 6'3" feels right now a little bit too early, but I need to really count what's the wide receiver is he 1, 2.
Yeah, it might be a little too early, but I like the landing spot if that's the question. I like the trade. I think it definitely helps his value. Dotson could be a value. Yes, that is true. He could be a value. Jasmine says, every time someone new subs, I always hear my mom yelling at me, feed the cat, feed the cat, feed the cat. I love that. And if you haven't subbed, you can find out what Jasmine's saying if you hit the sub button.
That's funny.
The cat, the cat, the cat. Feed the cat, feed the cat, feed the cat. That's funny. All right, a lot of RBs go off the board there in a row.
Yeah, the guy that I was contemplating over was Dalvin. Dalvin is usually never available at the 6'2". He usually goes a lot higher, at least from what I remember. So I was confused. I was like, well, should I take Dalvin? Because he's my technically RB10. Cam is my 11. But I guess the youthfulness. I know you'll probably still take Dalvin. I would still take Dalvin over, but I don't think that's realistic. I don't think
Dalvin
that
over
actually
who?
happen. You would take Dalvin over Cam Akers, but I don't think that's realistic. I don't think that Dalvin will be available. That's what I'm saying.
I have them literally back to back in my rankings. But yeah, Dalvin's getting up there in age. I mean, he's going to be 27 this year.
Yeah, so I guess that's the guy I was surprised at. And I was going to wait to get someone like a Lenny. But Lenny now keeps getting higher and higher.
Yeah, so these RBs go off the board pretty... I feel like fourth. That's why I said when I took ETN at the 4-5, like it might be a little bit of a reach, but I feel like this is where there's going to be a teardrop on those RBs. So I really like having ETN and Dobbins on my team.
Yeah, and I feel like this is the trend. If you're not locking up your RBs before the 5th round, or like I guess before the 5th round, in this case the 6 rounds after that, you're not getting. It doesn't look like you're gonna get anyone at least that can be a solid, RB2.
There's no one that's like a futuristic. Well,
I see one.
Maybe there's still a couple guys that I think are worth it. So
there's definitely a couple. I don't want to. But like a lot of people don't love them.
Okay, we're seeing TJ Hawkinson go at the 7-4, even though we already have Mark Andrews. I don't really understand the play there, to be honest. But I can respect the conviction. I just think it's a bad pick if you already have Andrews. There goes Bateman at the 7-5. Hype it up. Love the pick. I love how there's like a lot of people who have actually joined the live stream and they think the poll is serious, so they voted for Jamar Chase. People are probably like, what? People actually think Rashad Bateman over Jamar Chase?
That's funny.
All right, I'm on the board here. And quite a few options I have available to me. I'm not against going Kirk Cousins here. I know that would probably suck for Jones Karen. Kirk Cousins is an option here at the 708. No running backs I really want to invest into. Wide receiver wise, let me look. I'll probably go wide receiver here. I want to improve my wide receiver room. Okay. So I think I'm going to take Keenan Allen here.
Okay. Keenan Allen.
There's a couple guys that I want, but I think that there might be some other players that fall to me. So I'm going to go Keenan here, get a little bit more of a solidified guy in that room. Because as crazy as it sounds, I don't think my team is not competing year one. I think it's a young team. I like it, but I don't think it's not competing year one either. So we'll see.
Shout out to Dak signing up to our Patreon.
Oh.
Dak.
Yep.
Dak.
He said call him Dak.
Champs.
So.
Yeah, Dak.
Dak,
you, man,
shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. And he's doing best of both worlds, it looks like.
Oh, that's awesome. So playing redraft and Dynasty.
Dynasty. That's right.
Hey, Dak, if you're watching on the live stream, we will send you a message here once the live stream ends. Thanks so much for your support. Thanks for signing up, which means we now have 4 spots in our most recent startup league. Okay. So if you would like to join our Patreon and play in a league, I will paste a link in the chat. Feel free to ask any questions that you might have. But that's huge. Huge. Dak commented just then. He says, "What's up, fellas? I saw the Longhorn hat. Ready to draft with y'all. Dak is gold." I love it. I love it. I love it, man.
Appreciate you.
You're from Austin, Texas. So, are you a Longhorns fan, I assume? If you're a Longhorns fan, how you feel about Bijan Robinson signing that deal with Lamborghini? These NIL deals are crazy, man. These NIL deals are actually wild.
St. James. Mooney goes. Brandon Ayuk. Okay. What should I do here? I have my 3 running backs: Chris Godwin, Jerry Jeudy. Do you go Patrick Mahomes or Russell Wilson?
What? What are you talking about?
No, I'm thinking of...
Oh, damn it. Jahan went at the 7-10. I thought he might fall to me. A lot of people are letting him fall. Sorry, Edward, if you're here, I just sent you some new information over on Patreon. Sorry, I sent you the wrong thing, my guy. as far as the third thing on that list.
I just don't know what to freaking do here. According to my rankings, I should take this guy. And that's Juju.
There goes Juju off the board. How do you feel about it though?
I'm not in
feel
love
good.
with it.
You know, like it's just
The only
hard
reason-
to know what to think.
I'm not in love with it because like I could have had solidified guy. Like I could have had Amari Cooper who has a lot, you know, a couple years still on his contract. Where I don't know what Juju's gonna do. He has Deshaun Watson. You know, there's so many wide receivers that I feel like their future feels a little bit more secure. They may be a little bit older as well, but I feel like they're just more secure in their future, and I just don't know what Juju's gonna do.
Yeah,
So
I get it. I feel pretty good with this squad so far, man, at this 1A. If I can build a squad like this, I feel like an absolute king. Dak, we're about to send you a message here with some information. There, you should have it now. But thanks so much for signing up, brother. Like I said, that means that we now have... Dak, is it right? Do we have 4 spots left in that league?
I think we might have 4.
Okay. Yeah, Dak, he did sign. I'll actually show you here. This is the deal that. Well, we don't know the details. They didn't give us like the details on the money, but I feel like Bijan, they definitely would have given him a Lambo, and it's probably like $100,000 deal plus. So these NIL deals, I mean, cash in on the bag, man. Gator says, I know they are both ending up there, but how do you gauge talent and value versus age in the case of Henry and Cook? I think they're both very similar. I mean, both players I really only want on my team if I'm contending. I think I would lean Dalvin Cook just because he's a younger running back.
Yeah, that's where I would go as well. I think they're a younger
That's
running
how I
back,
would
and
lean there.
I think you can see the transition for the Texans now, or the Titans. Sorry,
Yeah, for sure.
the Texans.
The transition's happening.
It's happening right now. You know, they got rid of AJ Brown. They got a younger guy. They got Malik Willis. So I think they're transitioning and they're changing this team the next couple years. This team is going to look very different. I wonder what Henry's contract looks like actually.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
Hunter says, I think UT Austin is the most well-rounded D1 schools as far as every sport goes. They kill it in softball, baseball, swimming. Damn. I didn't know that about UT Austin. Jasmine says, Zach, you got Burrow with pick 8. This team is fake news. Yeah, I know I won't get Burrow there.
Derrick Henry's last year of his contract is in 2023.
Okay.
So keep that in mind, guys. If you have Derrick Henry right now in your leagues, try to shop him here and now.
Yep.
As soon as possible. I would be taking any first round. I feel like any top 8 first round pick if you can immediately, because whether he gets hurt, once Malik gets in and he doesn't get as many carries as he used to, it's going to be a lot harder for you to sell him during the season.
Dak, we did get your deposit. Just so you know, it's a $25 deposit, what we ask from everyone. So just make sure you send that through, that $5 through when you can. And the reason for the deposit, you'll get it back if you stay that minimum time that we put there on the Patreon, but just to keep everyone involved. He says, I took Kyler with the 1.7, Trey Lance with the 1.9, passed on Dak. Give me the kid and the coach, please. I love it. And Dak says, how come you were wearing the Longhorns hat? No, I didn't go to Texas, but growing up, Texas was one of the teams that I followed as a kid. I used to play NCAA football all the time, and I would choose Texas. My high school was like a similar type of color, and the University of Virginia was like the team that I rooted for, but they were always trash in football. So I would watch Texas games. I remember Colt McCoy, watching him growing up. So kind of just started to like the team because my team was horseshit. So, you know, that's pretty much why I followed Texas. I also followed Oregon because my grandma, at like the age of like 95, she went to like Oregon games. She was a badass. So
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was a badass. She went to the Rose Bowl at the age of 99.
That's fancy, son.
I'm going to change the timer to 30 seconds here, guys. Just a heads up. We'll change the timer to 30 seconds. 30 seconds on the clock here.
30 seconds, baby. Talk it up.
Resume draft.
Oh, thanks. I think we just got that other 5. So you're all set up.
Yeah.
Once again, Dak, we'll send you all that information. Make sure I think one thing, read all the information on Patreon, but I guess kind of to fast track it if you want, just make sure you join Discord. That's the biggest.
I think his Discord's already linked, but we'll send him a message.
Okay.
Here. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I think he's got his Discord linked.
Okay, so once that happens,
both Edward and Dak do, but we'll send the message afterwards for sure.
Yeah, after the live stream.
Okay, so Sanders off the board. That was definitely someone I was potentially going to target there. You know, I feel like there's enough running backs for me to kind of punt that right now. I'm gonna grab Dallas. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna grab Dallas Goedert here.
Dallas Goedert.
Let's see. Sorry. So, by the way, shout out to the 73 people watching the stream. Thank you for joining. Thanks for hanging out. If you're watching, you probably like Dynasty Football, so you found the right YouTube channel. So subscribe if you have yet to do so. Drop a like. Let's see. With 75 people, we should be able to get to 50 likes. I mean, I think that's realistic. So,
that's realistic.
Small channel. You know, we're grinding. During the draft, I did 2 live streams a day. We do multiple live. I mean, this week we did, I think, 10 live streams in 1 week. So you found the right spot. Drop a like for your boys as we try and grow this channel. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. And you know, if Kirk Cousins would do it, would you do it?
You like that? You like that?
Would you like it? Do what Kirk
like
would
that?
do. You know those like WWJD bracelets? What would Kirk do? So there goes Davis Mills off the board. I thought about taking Davis Mills just to kind of like be like a troll pick.
That's terrible, man. You should never do that.
Just because I didn't really need him. I'm not saying that it's a bad pick because at the 9-10 it's pretty good value, but.
Okay. So I went Allen Robinson, which is a guy that I felt like I should have taken over Juju. And then I would have felt a lot better with that pick. But if I can get him at the 9-11 still, I mean, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, man. All right, let's go running back here. I'll take Michael Carter back, I guess, in the 10th round, just in case. You never know.
Catching up with the chat here. Gator says thoughts on the value with Waller in the 8th. I think that's really good value, Tebow. I really do think that's great value. Colt McCoy, who is this guy? Wasn't it fucking Shipley? What's his name? What's his first name?
No idea. Too many teams to follow with college football.
That was like 2008 or 9. Is it Jordan? Jordan Shipley, I think. I think it's Jordan Shipley. All right, so the 3 running backs that I thought would be good value here have just gone off the board. So fuck me sideways.
Be careful.
But I'm gonna grab Damien. It's a little bit of a reach, but YOLO. Let's try it.
Damian Pierce.
Yeah.
Or Damian Harris. Oh, okay.
Damian Pierce.
Oh, okay, it's because Damian Harris.
Yes, it is Jordan Shipley. Awesome. Badaki's team is Fuego, Raver says. Yeah, I agree,
Appreciate
Duncan. Not a troll pick.
Not a troll pick. Not a troll pick. Yeah, man. I go Longhorns, huh? Nah, I'm a Ole Miss guy.
Oh yeah.
No, I know nothing about college football. Not that I know nothing. Ever since we started doing this, I am forcing myself to watch college football. There are still, there was a whole day I sat down with Zach and I was like, bro, like I need this. If we're gonna do this, I need this. And he broke it down for me, and I still don't understand it. I just watch the games and know the players' names now. But like, if you tell me who they're playing against, or what division they're in, or whatever the case may be, it's tough. there's so many teams, so many players, so many freaking divisions. That's why I took. The only reason why I like Ole Miss now is because I was just an Elijah Moore lover, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for Ole Miss.
Yeah. John says, you think Kamara will face some jail time and suspension? I think he could, and I think it's probably going to be Mark Ingram, who will be the fill-in for Kamara while he's gone.
Yeah, he knows this offense. They trust him. It just makes sense that he will fill in for him while Kamara is gone, or if he is gone,
which most likely he will be.
Mm-hmm.
Not IDP players, sorry. Not IDP players, but apparently it is Jordan Shipley, so I got it right. I'm proud of myself.
Gotta have it rough. Yeah. I guess if you do it for so many years, it's just so much easier to scout and into.
I just grew up watching college football. Like my Saturdays and Sundays would be college football, church, and then watching the NFL. That's just how it would go. So I wake up at 9 a.m., watch college football all day.
Nah, when I was younger, it's never. I guess it's different. I was always outside when I was younger. I was in that, like, I actually didn't like football till about like maybe 6th or 7th grade potentially, and then I just fell in love with it.
Should have been a lineman.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Should have been an O lineman.
And that's why I missed the opportunity, because like I liked football, but then I actually did spring football and tried out for it. This is when I lived in Florida, and it was so damn hot. And what's crazy is because I moved from New York to Florida, and I was like, you know what? I'll try and play football now that I like football. It was so hot, and I was like, why the hell would anyone want to play in this heat? Like I was like, I literally told myself, like, you are stupid if you want to play. I'll come and watch you, but I ain't playing in no pads outside in Florida. So.
Let's see. All right, let me make a pick here. I got Wandale and Tolbert on the board, which I think both are good options for me. I think I'm going to take a shot on Matt Corral here. My QB3.
Oh, okay. I'm hoping for.
Duncan says there's way too many college players. Yep. Jasmine says Renfro goes 3 rounds after Dotson. That's more like it. Yeah, that feels better for me. 08, 09 Longhorns were very good. Yeah, I was upset when they lost in the Natty. Alfred says, I think he only faces suspension with the NFL. I don't see him getting in legal trouble, honestly. His boy's going to take the fall there. I could see that. Gator says, if he gets his act together, what do you think of the Olave and Michael Thomas combo? I honestly think it's a fantastic combo. I think they complement each other really, really well, so I like it. Let me see. Fant, McBride, Njoku, Singletary, and Wandale. Ricky Williams was built different. Yeah, he was. 6 games. I could see that. In his last 2 years at Texas, Ricky Williams went for 1,800 yards, 25 touchdowns, and then over 2,000 yards and 27 touchdowns. Yeah, I remember that because I remember Washington getting the Saints' entire draft. But man, that was unlucky for the Saints. GG's. That has to go down as one of the worst trades in NFL history.
It definitely is. They were talking about that during the NFL draft for some reason. Boomer, Adrian Peterson. Have not watched college football seriously since 2010. Same.
All right, I think I'm gonna take a shot on Michael Gallup here.
Michael Gallup. The only thing I know about college football was when I moved to Florida, probably like 2 or 3 years in. That's when the Tebow thing just went off. Right. And it was Tim Tebow everywhere.
Yeah.
No matter where you lived in Florida, it was Tim Tebow.
He was a god.
He actually was in Florida. It was different. He was a god, and he's a man of God.
Amen. Jasmine says he was an absolute god. Joshua says Njoku over Komet. Yeah, I actually was gonna ask you about that as well. Njoku over Komet. I actually do have Njoku one spot ahead of Colt Komet, but I thought you might have Komet higher.
I definitely have Komet high. Let me just double check my rankings. I'm pretty sure I have him over.
Maybe it's just
I have him. I have him over literally one spot over Komet as well.
Okay.
I love Cole. He's a guy that I always say you guys should target. The only reason why I always take David Njoku here, because somebody always takes him. When it's like, you know what? No one's gonna realize. But I think the ADP is still so messed up that he should be going even higher. This feels right. The 11 round.
Yeah.
Yeah, where like before he was going 14th, 15th round. I was like, well, you know. But
Yeah.
I love Cole. I love Cole too with everything that's coming his way as well.
Joshua says, Zach, it's looking like I may get on Tua in the 5th. Worth pulling the trigger? Yeah, I think it's worth. I'm definitely okay to take Tua in the 5th round of a startup, for sure. Gator says, does Hopkins' suspension help Rondell? Kind of, but Rondell's upside is so limited now with Hollywood there. All set up in Discord. That's awesome, Dak. We will send you a message here soon, along with that fantasy hotline we'll set up. And yeah, Watson really does change Njoku's value. It absolutely does rise with the addition of Watson there.
Yeah.
I think someone's cooking soup or something in my house.
Oh, some soup.
Just smells
I'm not
like
a warm liquid person, so I don't. It's cold. Is it cold over there? It's a brick squad in my house.
It feels alright. I guess the breeze is kind of cold.
It's getting over here, guys. I don't know if you know, but the seasons are flipped. So yes,
Yes.
summertime is our winter time.
We are heading into winter.
We're heading into winter right now. It's 65 degrees. A high of 65 degrees. There's going to be a low of 52 tonight. And really, that's really the winter. Probably the coldest day it will get. Probably middle of winter, the coldest. Maybe 45 at nighttime. And then maybe like a high 50s, low maybe like 60 degrees on a really, really cold day. But
Dak says, I was a valet at the Vince Young Steakhouse when it first opened. Colt McCoy drives a truck. Jamal Charles drives an orange Lambo. I got a lot of Longhorn stories. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Jamal Charles, man.
GG's.
Oh my God, he was so good.
Yeah, I remember the Jamal Charles thing as well.
Jamal Charles was just built different, man. He was a monster. Watson checks down to whoever is deepest downfield. We have to keep in mind, Watson just never played with a tight end with Njoku's capabilities or talent. But it'll be interesting to see how Njoku's using the offense for sure. Gator says, how do you gauge drafting the veteran quarterbacks like Mayfield, Matt Ryan, and Winston? For me, Winston intrigues me the most of those players. Then Matt Ryan, then Mayfield. I just don't think Mayfield's a starter in the NFL. I think he's a career backup guy from here on out.
Well, I'll make a pick. I just heard a big bang somewhere, so I'll be back 1 second.
Mark says, I was at the epic 2004 Rose Bowl. No way. Vince Young, Braylon Edwards. That was Reggie Bush, wasn't it? Reggie Bush as well, Mark. Oh my God, that game. Is that the game you're talking about, right? Reggie Bush won Heisman. That game, I think, solidified me as a Texas fan, actually. Now that I'm looking back, I remember watching Vince Young and I just thought that he was an absolute god. Because in college, he was a god. I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to take a shot on Davis Price. The Texas OU game, no, I didn't get to watch that last year. No, that was 2005. Okay, right. So that was the year after. Yeah, that USC Texas game will be a core memory for me. I mean, that was such a good game. And that was like, 2005, I would have been young. That was such a good game to watch. Joshua says, Jamal Charles is the reason I'm a Chiefs fan. I love that. Vince was unstoppable. Yeah, Vince Young probably should have been Heisman, but Bush had a pretty incredible year as well. I agree, Jasmine. That was one hell of a game. All right, this is the last round here. FSU Auburn, man. What happened to FSU, man? They need to turn that program around. We're talking about a team like FSU historically has been such a good college team, but lately they've been an absolute joke. Did anyone see Jameis Winston's interception to Tyreek Hill in the fan-controlled football? What is Jameis Winston doing playing fan-controlled football? And Tyreek Hill, for that matter. Imagine Tyreek would, if he tears his ACL playing fan-controlled football. What the hell are we doing? I don't get it. Yeah, Texas is pretty rough, too. Texas and FSU, both of those programs are pretty rough at the moment.
Yeah, man, it's pretty rough, hey. I think Ole Miss is going to have a bad little run. You know, a lot of this talent kind of left now, so.
Oh, they'll figure it out. Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Lane Kiffin. They'll figure it out. All the talented guys there. Absolutely.
I think Ole Miss will be fine. They're going to be able to recruit talent pretty well with Lane Kiffin, especially after what he's produced talent-wise going into the NFL. There goes
Ironically,
Chark.
Oh, here we go. Do you want to start doing draft grades?
DJ Chark, bitch. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll put it on auto draft here because I did a queue. All right, the real deal. What's good, brother? At the 101, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Tom Brady. That is a fantastic quarterback room. That's nasty. Your wide receiver room: T. Higgins, Michael Pittman, Scary Terry with Cortland Sutton. Wow. And then Russell Gage and then Adam Thielen. That is a beautiful, beautiful lineup there, if I do say so myself. And then you did late running back strategy. You got Lenny as your first RB at the 6-12. Then Tyler Algier, Rashad White, Cordell Patterson, and Ronald Jones. Look, there is some opportunity here. It definitely makes sense. I think something I would have done differently, and you do have Travis Kelce. Something I would have done differently. Maybe I take a shot on a Zeke, since it's on a Zeke, on an AJ Dillon, a James Conner, over Travis Kelce, and then get a later tight end, where you probably took Rashad White or Cordell Patterson. Maybe you get a Mike Gesicki, a Cole, a Hunter Henry, whatever the case may be. Instead of getting a Travis Kelce. But I think this team is really solid.
I would actually argue that for like a win now team, Kelce is more valuable than Zeke.
Maybe, yeah. But 100%. So I think there's two different ways. If you really wanted to solidify that RB room and say, you know what, let me get a good RB2. I think those are guys that you could have gotten, and then gotten a tight end later. But I really like this team. I think this is a really, really close contention.
This is a great team, man.
Yeah. For me, I would like to see more running back solidified RB2, but Ronald Jones is also interesting as well.
I know. There's like the running backs that he hit on late are guys that have opportunities potentially.
Exactly.
This has to be an A.
Yeah, it definitely is an A.
Absolutely well done. JJ's got Patty Mahomes, Ryan Tannehill, Malik Willis. It's good that you got Malik there. Running backs, we got CMC, Mitchell, Zeke, Hubbard, and Kyron. I am Brees over CMC personally. So if you're gonna go a running back that early, I think I am gonna try and invest into Brees over CMC. But I can respect it. It's a good running back room. There's depth there for sure, and good starters. Wide receivers, we got Debo, Burks, Elijah Moore, Michael Thomas, and Ron the Don. So I would like a little bit more depth here at the wide receiver room. You know, Michael Thomas, I don't hate the pick. I just think I would rather take a shot on some other players over Michael Thomas, but then Rondale Moore that late. Again, I think Rondale's upside is going to be really slashed. So I want better depth, but I still think it's a good wide receiver room. Tight end, we have Schultz and Gesicki. So this is a pretty good team overall. Quarterbacks, it does fall off. Hopefully Willis can develop. Running backs, it's pretty good. I would have probably gone Brees. Wide receivers, very strong at the top. Tight ends is decent. So this is overall, I would say B-flat team for me. B-flat.
Okay. CC Robinson 14.
And these are just our opinions, by the way, guys. We're not saying that we are the.
No, these are hold card. Oh my gosh.
Someone help this kid out.
Cold hard facts. Your team is if it's shit, it's shit.
It's cold as the Rockies.
It's cold. Cold as Rockies. Wait until the mountains turn blue. As we know what's going. Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, Desmond Ridder. I like your quarterback room, and then Cooper Kupp, Jalen Waddle, Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney, Gabriel Davis, Christian Kirk, and Roberto Woods. I like this wide receiver room. I love the Sky Moore pick. I love the Toney pick. Gabriel Davis, that's also very interesting at the 10-10. Then your running backs, Antonio Gibson, Derrick Henry, Ramondre Stevenson, and Zamir White. You know, with all the talks with Antonio Gibson, I'm a little bit skeptical. I probably would have taken, he's definitely fallen in my rankings. I would have maybe taken Josh Jacobs there. I would have taken, J.K. Dobbins, Kenneth Walker over Antonio Gibson. That's how I'm feeling right here, right now. So that's what I would do. But hey, you just never know what can happen. Antonio Gibson is still a tremendous talent. Hopefully he doesn't lose that much workload, I guess you can say. Then you have Cole Kmet, the guy. Kmet?
Yes.
Kmet.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love. I think he is Justin Fields' safety blanket, a guy that you're going to see in the middle of the field a lot. A guy that's going to get a lot of touchdowns, because I don't think he got a touchdown this past year. That will definitely change. So I definitely like this team. The one thing I had a nitpick I did, which is Antonio Gibson, I would definitely change. But this for me is a B+.
Sorry, I'm just looking at an email. It says, congrats on being eligible for Super Thanks. What is Super Thanks?
Let's look it up.
I don't know what that is.
What is Super Thanks?
I don't know what that means. But I'll go on to the next team. James True. We've got Mac Jones, Jameis Winston, and Matt Ryan as our QBs. So, we got startable guys, but I wouldn't say it's a superstar quarterback room. Running backs, we got JT, Dalvin Cook, and Madison. So while it is strong at the top, it does lack depth. I mean, even at this point, when JT's on bye, what are we going to do? We're going to start Madison and Cook at the same time. Wide receivers, we got A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, D-Hop, Mike Will, Hunter Renfrow, Tyler Boyd, and Chenault. Pretty good wide receiver room. I would say DJ Moore's a little bit too high for me. I am taking a shot on Burks over Moore, but I don't hate the wide receiver room. A lot of good vets here in the 8th round onwards. I don't understand 2 tight ends. It's not a super flex, or it's not a tight end premium league. So I'm not sure I really understand Hawkinson in the 7th. When we got Andrews in the 3rd. Yeah. So quarterback room, it's average to below average. Running back room is good, but it's so weak with depth. Wide receiver room is pretty decent, and I don't understand the 2 tight ends. So this would be a C+ team for me if we're going off of the current format that we're using, and just aiming to be as truthful as possible with my opinion.
Okay. Tebow, brother, Kyler Murray, Justin Fields with Baker Mayfield and Sam Howell. One thing I probably would have done differently here in that quarterback room is maybe just take Matt Ryan over Baker Mayfield. Matt Ryan was available. I guess if I'm really nitpicking right there, I don't want anything to do with Baker Mayfield. I don't really care where he goes or if he's a starter somewhere. I think Matt Ryan for the 1 year, you can get him, maybe flip him That's the thought process. Your running back room: Austin Eckler, Josh Jacobs, Monty, Kareem Hunt. Fantastic running back room. I love every single one of these guys. I think it's a home run hit there. And then you have Deontay Johnson, Rashad Bateman, Chase Claypool, Tyler Lockett, and then Romeo Doubs. I like this. You do have 2 Pittsburgh wide receivers. I think that is the downfall. Maybe to switch it up, I probably would have taken. I see Alec Pierce was still available. I see Allen Robinson was still available. That would have been very nice if you would have took Allen Robinson over Claypool there, just to not have the 2 people on the same team. I kind of like that a little bit better. And then you have 2 good tight ends in Darren Waller and then Hunter Henry. Those are the things I would have done differently. Once again, the Baker Mayfield taking Matt Ryan over, maybe selling him later on in the season, and then not getting 2 of the same guys in the same position on the same team, switching it up there. So for me, this is a B+, B flat team.
Okay. So we have Hunter 3 and D. Quarterbacks, we got Watson. Sorry, someone's fucking mowing an entire lawn outside. Like, doesn't he know I'm doing a live stream?
Clearly.
We got Watson, Pickett, and Wentz. Pretty good quarterback room. I mean, Pickett's gonna have to hit, so there is some risk. And man, what happens if Watson is suspended and Pickett doesn't start straight away? I think he will, but we'll see. How annoying for Mitch to sign a 2-year deal and then be the backup again. Running backs, we got Swift and Hall. That's one great start. And then Aaron Jones at the 8-7. Wide receivers, we got Tyreek, Watson, Bell, Mechie, Myers, OBJ, and Osborne. So I wouldn't say it's an elite wide receiver room. I'm not sure that there's really a top 12 guy. There's not a top 12 guy in my dynasty rankings here. Kittle and Pat Fryermuth. I feel like we could have gotten a really foundational wide receiver here, like an Alec Pierce and Allen Robinson. I think that really would have helped our team as a whole. And then I know Pat's there, but if you spend up early on Kittle, this is the thing, guys. If you spend up early on these tight ends, I just don't think we can be using our next, 1, 2, 3 rounds away, 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds away. We just can't be doing that, It's going to hurt our team construction.
Right.
So, like the quarterbacks, there are question marks. Like the running backs, wish we had more depth at the running back position. Wide receivers, certainly not elite, but there is upside. And obviously, we look great at tight end, but it did hurt our team construction. So this is a B-flat team for me. B-flat, B-.
Okay. Kilo Nowoski. Let's start with your quarterbacks. Derek Carr and then Kirk Cousins. You went with the late quarterback trend here, which you actually hit it. I think this is good. One thing I would like is a little bit more depth in the quarterback, just in case. You just never know what can happen. Maybe one thing I can see right here is James Robinson or Rashad Penny. Maybe take a chance in trying to get a Jared Goff instead of taking a James Robinson. I think that kind of moves forward. It's kind of done in my head with him. That's the only guy I can see that was available that maybe you could have taken a shot on. Other than that, I think that's okay in the quarterback room. Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Brandon Cooks, Calvin Ridley, DJ Chalk. These are guys, looks like one of the youngest guys on this team is Justin Jefferson. The rest are old vets, which is fine. Calvin Ridley, another guy that is... The 12-6 is good value. I always like to avoid him, but there is good value. Really, your two starting... Oh, you have 3, actually. That's okay. So your wide receiver room is good. And then your running back room, Joe Moneybag Mixon, Alvin Kamara, Miles Sanders, Isaiah Spiller, James Robinson, and Rashad Penny. Once again, I think I would have just taken a chance on somebody else over at James Robinson and Rashad Penny. I think with Cannon Walker there, it doesn't really make any sense. I see Romeo Doubs was available. I see Russell Gage was available, signed a 3-year deal. Roberto Woods, Adam Thielen, I would have taken over Rashad Penny. That's a thought process. But I guess at the 14-6 is not a bad opportunity just to take him as a just in case. And then your tight end is Kyle Pitts at the 2.6. I always say this every single time. I get it. He's talented. I believe in his talent. Do I want to take a tight end at the 2.6 where I could have gotten Swift? I could have gotten A.J. Brown, Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins, Waddle. You could have gotten a quarterback there, even though you did the late quarterback strategy. I always like to get a tight end later in the drafts. I mean, Noah Fant, Dawson Knox, and Njoku or Pat Frymuth there from the 9-7 and downwards. I think it's tremendous value, but I get it. For me, this is a B flat team.
Okay.
B flat, B plus.
So my team obviously gets an A++, triple minus. Trippy Trout. We got Jamar Chase, Drake London, Jameson Williams, Amari Cooper, Alec Pierce, Jalen Tolbert. I love the wide receiver room. Looks really good. Quarterback room is good as well. Wilson and Lawrence. Lawrence falling to the 3.9 feels great. Jimmy G at the 59 I think is good insurance. Running backs, we got Kenneth Walker, AJ Dillon, Damian, and Brian. I like this team. Tight end, we got Fant and Albert O. You know, I don't think Fant is a bad pick at all. I just don't really feel super secure in Fant or Albert O right now as starters. But for me, this is my favorite team so far.
Okay.
I would say A-. Okay. I think if we're looking at real deal, I might still prefer his team, but I like this team a lot.
All right.
Jones Karen.
Lamar Jackson, Davis Mills.
By the way, make sure you guys vote on the latest poll. It's very important. It's very serious.
Who the hell is Lamar Jordan? Who the hell is that? Anyways, obviously it was probably a troll pick. Lamar Jackson, Davis Mills, good quarterback room. You went with the late quarterback strategy, the second quarterback. I like Davis Mills. I think we both like Davis Mills, especially at the 9-10. I think it's good value. We'll love a good depth piece. Maybe Jared Goff we could have taken there, but doesn't really matter, I guess. CeeDee Lamb, Stephon Diggs, Hollywood Brown, Jahan Dotson, and Mecole Hardman. I love the wide receiver room. You heard me earlier, I am a little bit skeptical on Hollywood Brown.
Sorry, I just realized we need to stop showing our faces so people can see the team. Go ahead.
Oh, shit. My bad. I'm a little bit skeptical on Hollywood Brown. Maybe they picked up his 50-year option. Does he get a contract extension? He's only there for 1 year. Whatever the case may be, we don't know. I probably would have taken a younger guy like J-Mo, Olave, taking a chance on one of them. I just feel a lot more comfortable taking one of those guys. But I like Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals. Your running back, say Nick Chubb, James Cook, Tony Pollard. Why not Melvin and then Kenneth Gainwell? I love the running back room. Absolutely fantastic for me. And then Trey McBride, who is not a starting tight end. He could be a starting tight end, but you do not have a starting tight end. So I think that is a downfall for me. Maybe you could have taken another guy over this Lamar Jordan. You know, maybe take I mean, Albert Ayoke was available. You could have done that. You know,
Lamar Jordan, bro. That's Michael Jordan and Lamar Jackson's son.
Stupid.
That guy's about to be the greatest unknown story of all time. I can already see the 30 for 30.
30 for 30. This is so random, but remember when Peter Schrager did the Buffalo Bills pick, and he was like, "Oh, that chicken wing needs his own football life." I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Anyways, this team is decent. I think there's some holes in the tight end position and the depth of the quarterback position, just in case. And those little things I like to nitpick, but other than that, I think it's a good overall foundation, a good team. I'm gonna give this a B flat.
All right, boom, roasted. You got Javonte, Clyde, Singletary, and Edmonds. So pretty strong at the top, but pretty weak from there. Wide receivers, we got Garrett Wilson, Devonta Smith, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Mooney, Ayuk, and Wandale. So there's a lot of young, talented players who I would say are in interesting positions. You know, Devonta Smith, obviously talented, but he was already struggling to be consistent without A.J. Brown, you know, with Jalen Hurts there. St. Brown, what will he look like with Jameson, Mooney, Ayuk? Will Debo be back? So there's a lot of question marks in this wide receiver room for me. Not a lot of solidified guys, but I like the upside. Just don't know how secure it is. We got Lance and Wilson along with Jared Goff, so it's a pretty good quarterback room there. Tight ends are Knox and Gronk. So overall, quarterback room is decent. You know, I wouldn't say it's the best on the board by any means. Running back room is pretty weak outside of Javonte. I like the wide receiver room, but like I said, there's not a lot of solidified guys there, a lot of upside plays, and then you're pretty good at tight end. So this is going to be a B- team for me here. Boom, roasted. I love that episode. But I think, do we have a mock drafter of the night then?
I think it's the real deal dynasty for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, for me, it's between the real deal and Trippy. I really like Trippy's team, but I think the real deal, I actually liked the Kelsey pick because they're trying to be a win now team. So I think that really helped them over the edge. I think Patterson also was a huge pick for them as a win now team.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I have to go real deal here.
Congratulations, brother. What an opportunity, huh?
You are officially mock drafter of the night. Now, you can take a screenshot of the screen right now and frame it. Put it next to your bed if you want. Huge accomplishment.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Just bragging rights, my brother. Congratulations.
But I really appreciate you guys for hanging out. Let's see if Weddle works. I doubt it works, Jasmine. Let's see. I just feel like something is up with their app. I think they need to figure it out. Let me guess a player here. I'll just guess Javonte Williams. Let's see. Yeah, every time I guess a player, it does that on all my formats. I don't know.
Let me see if it works for me.
You still won't be able to show it on the screen, unfortunately.
No. Weddle?
But the Weddle game, yeah. I don't know what's up with it, but Danny says Njoku finally going off this year. I hope so. He's set up for success. Hey guys, 46 people watching. We're gonna plug a couple things about our channel and things that we're doing. But if you don't mind, show us some love and drop a like if you have yet to do so. Maybe we can get to 50 likes on the stream with your help. But we're gonna plug a couple things.
As always.
The first one is our Patreon. If you would like to support our show, if you would like to play in a Dynasty League with us, if you would like unlimited advice,
exclusive content.
If you would like rankings, if you would like access to live streams,
check
this out. Feel free to ask us any questions that you might have. You can save 10% if you pay annually there. We have a redraft channel that will pop off closer to the season. I think we should start doing redraft mocks again soon, but
I was just gonna say we should definitely talk about that soon, because I think we should start doing some stuff on the other channel.
Yeah, agreed. So subscribe to us over there, because that channel will start popping off soon. And of course, join our Discord with the first link in the description, as always. We got a lot of content coming out this week. Do you know that
okay?
TikTok? Do you know that TikTok or no?
I can't think of it on the top of my head.
Let me try and find it.
Are you okay, bro?
It's so funny. It's just this, I don't know how to describe it. TikTok. Anyway. It is almost 12:30 p.m. here, so we should probably get some lunch. I hope you guys had an amazing day. I hope you have a great weekend ahead of you.
That's right.
And enjoy your weekend and do something great with it. If you do anything, watch Drive to Survive. Did you watch Moon Knight finale, Badaki?
No, I have not. I'm trying to get my life together since I've been back. I need to do these rankings. I need to catch up on my shows. I need to clean the apartment. I need to wash my clothes. I need to do so much stuff that I feel like I have no time. But
damn, figure it out, kid.
Sort it out, man. Nah, I can't. It's actually all happening this weekend, to be completely honest. So yeah, was it good though? Was it good?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I liked Moon Knight as a series as a whole, to be honest. I just liked Moon Knight a lot.
I like it a lot as well. So I'm excited to see the last epi.
Yeah. I thought Moon Knight was good. I thought it was good, Dak. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Have a good weekend. A lot of content coming out over the weekend. And we'll see you soon.
All love, fam. Appreciate you.